minutes. See, till now we have discussed 4 problems on valuation of goodwill. So next problem we need to see is problem number 5. Problem number 5, let us discuss that problem. Yes, the balance sheet of Summer Sand Limited as on 31st March 2015. Asset side, goodwill 30,000 is given, but we are now doing the valuation of goodwill, so goodwill should not be considered while taking the market value of all the assets. So you should ignore the goodwill, whatever the goodwill given in the balance sheet. Then land and building fixed asset, it appears. Then plant and machinery, again it comes in while calculating agreed value of asset. Stock current asset, it comes. Then book debt is also current asset, it comes. Cash at bank, again it's a current asset, it comes. Now liability side, if you see, there is a share capital and capital reserve. Okay, so these two information doesn't come. Then creditors and provision for taxation. Creditor external liability, provisions for taxation is there, that you need to write. Profit and loss account, credit balance. Okay, this is shareholders fund. So this you should ignore. Profit and loss account, credit balance 26,000. So after knowing the balance sheet item, then there are certain conditions. Compute the value of goodwill based on 4 years of purchase. So years of purchase is given in the question, that is 4 years. Annual super profit by taking into consideration following information. Okay. So now there are certain adjustments. First one, adequate provision has to be made for income tax and depreciation. Okay. Second one is rate of income tax may be taken at 50%. Average rate of dividend declared by the company for the past 5 years was 15%. But this information is irrelevant. This is of no use for the time being. Why? Because we are calculating super profit method and we are going to consider capital employed also. Capital employed means it is nothing but net asset method. Yes. Then reasonable return on capital invested on the class of business is 12%. This is nothing but expected rate of return. This 12% is there, right? This is a normal rate of return or expected rate of return. So now if you see the problem once again, there is no information about previous year profit. There is no way they have mentioned about previous year profit. If they have mentioned about previous year profit, then you can easily take the average profit. But here how to calculate previous year profit, no information is given. No information about current year profit is mentioned, or they have not given the profit for 3 to 4 years in this question. How to calculate? Can anyone tell me? How to calculate here? Can you determine profit with the help of provision for taxation and tax rate? Can you determine profit with the help of provision for taxation? Because provision for taxation is given in liability side. So you know provision for taxation amount. That means during that one financial year, this is the amount you are going to keep aside for taxation purpose. That provision for tax liability is this much, 50,000 or 60,000, whatever the amount may be. Then rate of tax you know. Rate of tax you know. So with the help of these two information, we can easily find profit before tax. Profit before tax we can easily find out. That is with the help of cross multiplication. That we need to see now. See this working note number 1. Now solution part, working note number 1. As the rate of taxation is 50% and provision for taxation is 55,000. The actual profit for the year amounts to 1,10,000. How 1,10,000? You need to do like this. 55,000 for 50% tax. What if for 100%? Cross multiplication. So for 100% how much? So if you do cross multiplication, 55,000 into 100 divided by 50. If you do, you will get to 1,10,000. So it is very clear. You can again cross check this answer. How? Because your profit is 1,10,000 and rate of tax is 50%. That means half of the amount is your tax. Out of 1,10,000, half of the amount is your tax. that amount is already given in the balance sheet. If you see the balance sheet, that amount is already mentioned, provision for taxation 55,000. So you can easily calculate profit before tax, that is 1,10,000. So this amount is for the year 2015, 14-15, yes, for the financial year 2014-15. So after knowing this information, next thing you need to write the formulas. Next you need to write the formulas here. See this, in the books of Summers and Limited, statement showing the value of goodwill. Okay, so first thing you need to know the formula of goodwill. Goodwill is equal to super profit, because we are calculating a super profit method. Super profit into years of purchase. Years of purchase is 4, that is mentioned in the problem. So formula becomes super profit into 4. Then super profit is equal to actual profit minus expected profit. Then actual profit, how to calculate? Here actual profit just now we have arrived at, that is 1,10,000. But we want the profit after tax. Here we got a profit before tax. Now we want a profit after tax. Why? Because if you see the problems, previous problems, so there they have mentioned past year's profit after taxation. So they have given you profit for 2011, 12, 13, 14 after deducting the tax. Then they have mentioned the amount. But in this problem, now we got the amount before tax. So now we need to deduct the tax from the profit in order to get profit after tax. So now let us see this. Actual profit. Profit before tax is 1,10,000. Less taxation provision is given in the question liability side, that is 55,000. So actual profit is nothing but profit after tax. That is total 55,000. Yes. After this we need to calculate expected profit. Yes. Expected profit means here capital employed method we can adopt, and rate of capital employed given in the question, once you see the question, that is 12%. See this, reasonable return is given 12%. So 12% of the capital employed. Next you need to do the format, that is format of net asset method. So first thing, agreed value of asset or market value of asset you need to write first. You need to do the 3 columns, particulars and 2 amount column. So under market value of asset, all the asset side information. Let us see the asset side information. Goodwill you should not write because we are calculating the value of goodwill. Then land and building you need to write 1,75,000 because there is no other adjustment is given for agreed value. So book value itself is the agreed value. Plant and machinery 90,000, same. Book value itself is the agreed value. Stock 1,15,000, again same thing you are going to write. Book debt, there is a RBD information is given, but doesn't matter because after deducting the RBD, what is the book debt amount? 95,000. So 95,000 you are going to write. Then cash at bank 7,000 you are going to write under net asset method. See this, all the information is written here in this question. Book value itself is the market value. So here agreed value of asset is 4,82,500. So this is our agreed value of asset. After knowing the agreed value of asset, from that you need to deduct the total liabilities. So if you see total liabilities, there is only 2 information. Once again let us see the question. See this, capital reserve, any type of reserve, it doesn't appear. And shareholders fund, you know, share capital, equity share capital and profit and loss account shareholder fund, again it is not there. Only 2 information, creditors and provision for taxation. Creditors 71,000 and provision for taxation is 55,000. So total liability is 1,26,000. Next thing we need to know is capital employed. Capital employed is equal to total asset minus total liability. So 4,82,500 minus 1,26,000. If you do, you will get capital employed. That is 3,56,000. Yes. After that, you need to calculate average capital employed. Average capital employed, you know that capital employed minus half of current year's profit. Here, less half of current year's profit, we have taken 1,10,000. Why 1,10,000 we have taken? Because profit before tax, this is our original profit, and actual profit whatever we have got, this is profit after tax. Yes, so that is why here 1,10,000 we have taken half of current year's profit. 1 by 2 you need to do, 1 by 2 you need to do. If you do 1 by 2, yes, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So here we are talking about current year's profit. Here we have taken 1,10,000. 1,10,000. Why? Because that is profit before tax. That is why we have taken 1,10,000 into half of current year's profit. You will get 55,000. Yes. In this problem doesn't matter. Why? Because tax rate is 50%. Yes. Average capital employed, final answer is 3,01,000. Yes. So this is our final answer as per the format. Next thing we need to calculate is expected profit. Expected profit, you know, average capital employed into expected rate of return. So here average capital employed answer is 3,01,000 into rate of return. Expected rate of return given in the question is 12%. So 3,01,000 into 12% if you do, you will get 36,120. This is our expected profit. But we want super profit. Super profit is equal to actual profit minus expected profit. Actual profit we have got, that is after deducting the tax. Profit after tax, that is 55,000. 55,000 minus expected profit answer 36,120. You will get super profit as 18,088. Then goodwill. Goodwill is equal to super profit into years of purchase. So super profit, you know, 18,880. Years of purchase is 4. So if you multiply, you will get final answer. That is 75,520 is your goodwill. So this is how you are going to solve this type of problem. Yes. So any doubt regarding this problem, you can ask now. Any doubt regarding this problem, you can ask now. Problem number 5. All other things are same except for profit calculation, because profit is not given in this question. So that profit calculation you can easily calculate with the help of provision for taxation and rate of tax. Yes. So any doubt regarding this problem? Ambita, Ankita, Anusha, Ashish, Kushal, Nishant, Omkar, Pooja, Rajat, Shifali, Suresh. Amrita is saying, I am not able to see the screen. Okay. Whether screen is visible now, can you tell me?
No.
No. Yes. Now whether now it is visible? Whether it is visible? Yes, yes. Because I lost the connection in between. So that presenting of the screen automatically turned off. Then I have not clicked again. That's why the screen was not coming. Yes. So do you want to see that problem again?
Yes.
Yes. So see this. See, we are discussing about problem number 5, isn't it? So problem number 5, we have discussed about asset side information and liability side information we discussed. Then there is some adjustments they have given. So you know that here profit for the previous years have not mentioned. So you can easily calculate profit for the previous year with the help of provision for taxation. That is 55,000. 55,000 is a provision for taxation. What is the rate of tax? 50%. So 55,000, it is a 50% rate of tax. For 100%, how much? Cross multiplication if you do, you will get profit before tax. Yes, and rate of dividend, this is irrelevant for our problem. Then reasonable rate of return is 12%. That we know. Yes. So see this, like this we need to do the calculation. Then you will get profit before tax as 1,10,000. Then you need to apply the formula of super profit, that is actual minus expected profit. Then actual profit is equal to profit after tax. That is why from the profit we are deducting taxation provision. Then expected profit, as usual, you are going to calculate with the help of capital employed. That is nothing but net asset method. In the asset side, we have written all the information as per book value because no information about agreed value is given. So after doing all these things, we got final capital employed. Capital employed we got, that is 3,56,000. From that we need to deduct half of current year's profit. So here profit originally we got, that is first we got the profit, that is profit before tax is 1,10,000. Of that you need to take half, you will get 55,000. Then you will get average capital employed as 3,01,000. Then you need to calculate expected profit, that you know average capital employed into expected rate of return. Expected rate of return is given in the question, that is 12%. So you got the answer as 36,120. Super profit is equal to actual profit minus expected profit. You got the answer as 18,880. Then goodwill is equal to super profit into years of purchase. So goodwill answer, final answer is 75,520. So this is very simple problem. Yes, any doubt regarding this problem? You can ask now. Any doubt regarding this, because the screen was not visible for some time? Yes, can you tell me any doubt regarding this? You can unmute yourself and yes, you can answer. Okay, or you can mention in the chat box also. Rajat is saying no. Have you understood, everyone? Yes, Shifal is saying no. Yes, I hope everyone understood this problem. Now next problem we need to see, that is problem number 6. So let us see the problem number 6. Yes, balance sheet of Rashmi Limited as follows. So now asset side, again goodwill information is given. So here under valuation of goodwill information is irrelevant. That you must be knowing. Why? Because goodwill is a fictitious asset. Goodwill is a fictitious asset. Preliminary expenses are fictitious asset. Land, plant, okay. So fixed asset, that appears while calculating agreed value of asset. What about investment? Investment, unless and otherwise stated, we should consider it as non-business asset. Non-business asset. So no information given as of now of investment. We'll consider it as non-business asset. So non-business asset you should not consider. Stock, current asset, you should consider. Debtor, current asset, you should consider. Cash, you should consider. Preliminary expense, as usual, it is not there. Yes. So if you see liability side now, equity share capital. Equity share capital, shareholders fund not there. Reserves, shareholders fund not there. Profit and loss account. If you see profit and loss account, previous year opening balance. Here previous year opening balance is given 6,000 and profit for the current year is given in the balance sheet itself, that is in the inner column, that is 24,000. So total profit and loss account balance, that is previous year opening balance and profit of this year, total is 30,000. That is profit and loss account credit balance. So this balance does not come while calculating the problem. But this 24,000 is very useful. This information we need to consider. Yes, profit for the current year. Next, debenture. You know, debenture appears, creditors appears, provision for tax appears. What about depreciation fund? So here depreciation fund, they have mentioned it for plant. So what happens here? Any type of fund, it doesn't happen while calculating capital employed. So you should ignore this information. So for this, there some separate note is given that we need to see later. Yes. So this is about whatever the information given in the balance sheet. So after knowing all these things, now let us see the adjustment. Profit for the year includes 3,000 income from investment. Okay. So this again we are going to consider it as non-business income, because income received from investment means it is interest on investment. So it is again non-business income. So whenever there is a non-business income, what we are going to do? Can you tell me what we are going to do whenever there is a non-business income? What is the adjustment for non-business income? This we have discussed the previous class. Previous class, one problem we have solved of similar nature. There we have discussed. Can you tell me non-business income? What is the adjustment we have to do? Yes, answer. Yes, non-business income. What we are going to do with that? Whether should we add to the profit or should we deduct from the profit? Can you tell me? Should we add to the profit or should we deduct from the profit? Non-business income. Income means add, right? Yes, answer. You can comment in the chat box. See, here non-business income should be deducted from the profit. Why? Because it is not related to the business. And you know, when we are calculating value of goodwill, it is only about business. Only about business. So, whatever the profit given, from that you need to deduct this 3,000. Now, land and plant valued at 1,20,000 respectively. So, if you see, land and plant information. Land information is 40,000. That is book value. Now, land information given in the adjustment is 1 lakh. So, there is an appreciation in land. Appreciation by 60,000. So, you need to take agreed value. That is 1 lakh. And again, if you see plant given in the balance sheet is 50,000. So, that is a book value. Now, what is the agreed value? Agreed value is 20,000. So, there is a depreciation of plant. So again we need to take the market value, that is 20,000, whatever given in the adjustment. Yes. Next, investments are all in government security. So now it is very clear. First they have not mentioned, but now in the adjustment they have given investments are made in government security. And you know, government security is an external source to the company. It is not an internal source, it is an external source. Whenever there is an external source, what happens? It is a non-business asset it happens, and again after non-business asset, whatever the income you are getting from that, it becomes non-business income. Yes. So now it is very clear. After that, compute the value of goodwill on the basis of 3 years of purchase of super profit. Yes, but super profit method, here you need to follow normal rate of return, that is NRR, or expected rate of return in a similar type of business is 10%. That is given. So everything is mentioned. You need to solve this problem. So now let us see the solution part. After discussing all this, let us see the solution part. So there are several notes they have given. See this first one. Goodwill and preliminary expenses are fictitious asset and it is not taken for consideration while calculating the market value. That we have already discussed. Then investments are treated as non-business asset, that you know, and income from investment is also non-business income. Yes, because it is not related to the business. Now, very important notice of depreciation fund. That too they have mentioned for plant. That fund is used for plant. So, it is neither a fund nor a liability. Although they have mentioned it in the liability side, in the balance sheet, depreciation fund, it is not a liability they are saying. Why? Because it is just a provision for concerned asset. Just in case any wear and tear happens in the concerned plant, then this fund is utilized. So it is one particular fund kept aside. So it is a provision for concerned asset, hence it is to be ignored. That means while calculating net asset method under total liability, you should not consider this depreciation fund information. Yes. So after knowing all this, we can easily calculate this problem. See, answer part now in the books of Rashmi Limited, statement showing the computation of value of goodwill. So all the formula remains the same. You know the formula now. Goodwill is equal to super profit into years of purchase. Years of purchase in this problem they have given it as 3. See this 3 years of purchase. So super profit into 3, you will get goodwill. And super profit formula, you know, that is actual profit minus expected profit. You will get super profit. Now, actual profit is equal to average profit. So here only 1 year profit is given. Where it is given? It is given in the balance sheet. If you see the balance sheet carefully, profit for the current year they have given. So this information you are going to consider 24,000 as the profit for the current year, means for the year 2014-15. Yes. So from 24,000 you need to deduct non-business income, that is interest received on investment. See this, less income from investment 3,000, you will get as total 21,000. So this 21,000 is our actual profit. Yes. After this, you need to calculate expected profit, and expected profit how to calculate your capital employed method. Capital employed method is equal to net asset method, and rate of capital employed, it is given in the problem 10%. 10% if you see here. Yes, so now let us do the format. Particular and to amount column. Next, market value of asset. So all the market value we are going to write. Land 1 lakh, it is given in the adjustment. That amount we are going to write. And 20,000, again it is given in the adjustment. That amount we are going to write. And stock, what about stock? Stock, if you see here, stock 50,000 book value. No information in the adjustment, so book value itself is the market value. So 50,000 as it is you are going to write. Debtors 60,000. Again no information as it is. Cash 20,000. Book value itself is the market value. So total agreed value of asset is 2,50,000. Total agreed value of asset is 2,50,000. From this you need to deduct total liability. Total liability, let us see the liability side of the balance sheet once. See this, here only two to three information comes. Debenture, creditors and provision for tax. Only three information. So that amount you are going to write now. 8% debenture. They say 8% debenture, what is the amount? 50,000. That we have written. Then creditor 30,000 given in the balance sheet. Provision for tax 20,000. Why? Because total liability is equal to external liability plus provision plus contingency. So that is the meaning of total liability. And it doesn't involve shareholders fund. That is also very important. So total liability answer is 1 lakh. Capital employed is equal to asset minus liability. So asset answer minus liability answer. 2,50,000 minus 1 lakh. You will get capital employed at the end of the year. That is 1,50,000. Yes. After this, half of current year's profit. Why? Because we want average capital employed. Half of current year's profit. Current year profit we have calculated. See this under actual profit 24,000 minus 3,000. So we know that actual profit is 21,000. So this 21,000 is our current year profit. Yes. So 21,000 into half. 21,000 into half, you will get 10,500. 21,000 into half, you will get 10,500. Then you will get ACE, average capital employed. That is 1,39,500. Yes, this is a final total. Yes, after this we need to calculate expected profit. Expected profit is equal to average capital employed into expected rate of return. Expected rate of return is nothing but it's a normal rate of return. So 1,39,500 into 10%, you will get 13,950 as expected profit. Then super profit, actual profit minus expected profit. Actual profit we know 21,000. Expected profit is 13,950. So super profit is 7,050. This is our super profit. Yes. Next there is a goodwill. Goodwill is equal to super profit into years of purchase. So super profit answer into 3. You will get goodwill as 21,150. This is the final answer. Yes. Any doubt regarding this problem? You can ask now. Any doubt regarding the problem number 6? Yes. Any doubt regarding this problem number 6? Yes. Can you tell me? Rajat is saying no. See, similar type of problem. All the problems are same. Almost most of the problem involves super profit method calculation. Yes. If you have any doubt, you can ask now.
Sure, why is investment treated as non-business asset?
Yes, now investment, if it is regarding development of company's asset, if you are investing for developing company's asset, then it is treated as business income. For example, you are investing for the purpose of purchasing plant, or you are purchasing if you want to purchase any machinery, for that purpose you are investing some amount. In that case you can treat that as business income. But here what company is doing, company is investing in government bonds. So government bond, it is not related to the business. That is why it is treated as non business asset. Yes. Any other doubt? Any other thing you want to ask now? See, no doubt regarding the previous question. No doubt regarding the previous question. So let us see that in the previous question there is one confusion that we need to solve now. See this in the previous question. See here. Problem number 5 we discussed, and what I told here, after capital employed less half of current year's profit. For that I told you need to take profit before tax. Whether this is correct now, can you tell me? Whether this is correct or there is any other method? Yes. Instead of taking profit before tax, if you take actual profit, let us see that in that problem, actual profit. What is the actual profit in that particular problem? Actual profit is 55,000. If you take 55,000, then what happens? Half of current year's profit answer will become 55,000 into half. 55,000 into half, if you do, what is the answer? Can you tell me what is the answer now? 55 divided by 2, 27, isn't it? 27.5. Yes, 27,500. So when there is a 27,500, then average capital employed answer also changes. Yes. And here super profit answer also changes. Why? Because here super profit you have taken 55,000. Yes, instead of 1,10,000. So this one you can cross check again. But according to me, this is correct. Because if you see the previous problem also, half of current year's profit we have taken based on previous year's profit. But in this problem, profit before tax they have given. That is why we have taken like this. And answer is 55,000. Yes. If you take here 55,000, answer changes. Yes, any other doubt you want to ask?